So guys, this second video will be like, where else, where am I going to? Like I made in my previous video that I'm moving on from the private job I've done for 1 year in the UK, and I'm moving on to the next stage of my life. So what's up with me, so guys, this is like a live update. So guys, guess what, get what it is. Okay, so in Nigeria, before I left Nigeria, I actually did Roots Family Medicine residency examination. And guys, so those of you that know me know that I am a very patriotic citizen of Nigeria. I hated abroad journey. Like, I've had people that are close to me that didn't have good experience with abroad, so I didn't like abroad journey. I didn't want to go abroad. So like, this is just like a little story, like before we go to the meat of the matter. So but after my youth service, during my youth service, I served the country passionately, did a lot of medical missions, and I had a lot of vision. I started my foundation and all that. I had a lot of vision back home. I couldn't have imagined myself leaving all those visions to come to abroad. So, but what happened? What suddenly changed? Number one is that my very loved one, Bro Sunday, which some of you that are very close to me became ill, and that had a very strong effect in me, seeing that he wasn't so much helped. Dr. Ni tried, a lot of people tried, and I'm grateful to them, but a lot of factors, late presentation, not only solely based on the healthcare system, but a lot, and I got to know that was one of the inspiration I had. And the second inspiration was that, guys, after doing my primaries and believing that I was going to get residency training to my desired field, family medicine in Nigeria, I saw myself went for interviews that people didn't go for the interview, had a job. So I asked myself, what am I going to teach my children? They should work hard, that tomorrow Nigeria is going to reward them, or what? So guys, the Nigerian factor made me started nursing an abroad journey, and 2020 I embarked on that journey, and like guys, 2022 I was here. So that was how my story has been, and God has helped me so far. So when I came in here, since I couldn't get into family medicine, which was my dream in Nigeria, I decided to pursue that vision here. So I came in here. When I saw the RMO job, initially I wanted to do the RMO job for like 2 to 3 years, but when I saw how the job was, the effect on family and all that, I made a decision to move on with my life and pursue my career, which is actually the family physician I want to be. So guys, I did my GP training exam, that is the MSRA. So guys, I'll give you some tips here. This will not just be a story. So for those of doctors who are looking into coming into the GP training, what did I do? What are the things I did, and how did I get the offer to start a GP training? Because I have not started. I'm starting in August. So guys, the first thing I did was that I created an ORE account and I signed my CREST form. CREST form is a kind of a form that signs about your competencies, that you've done your house job and you've done some job after that. That is the FY2, what we call FY2 equivalent here. So one of the doctors who work back in Nigeria, like I myself, a consultant I live in Nigeria, sign my CREST form. Will help you sign off those CREST form, sign you that you have some of those competencies. Then you create an OREL account. And when the application opens, like I did my own exam, like the exam usually happen in 2 batches, the September batches and the January batch. So I did, the offer I got now was the January batch exam. The January exams usually have a lot of spaces, up to 5,000 spaces. So people have more tendency to get into training in the area of their choice during the January exam to start August. So I did the January exam, and your girl did well. I scored high and I got my very first choice, and that is where I am moving to. So I'm going to have my leave July and then start my training in August, and that's really a very good, it's an encouragement to me, because I'm moving into my dream. I'm moving into something I couldn't even achieve in my home country in Nigeria, and that means a lot to me. I got that score. My score was what gave me I didn't need anybody. I didn't need to go beg anybody to help me put me in the job. I didn't need anything. All I needed was fill the form, do the required thing, and I got that training, my very first choice. So guys, I'm going to be bringing a lot of updates. The place I got is the test area. For those of you that are doctors, I'm going to be doing all those detailed videos. So the first step is to create an OREL account, sign your CREST form, and then start preparation. How did I prepare for the GP training exam? I prepared the exam. There are a lot of materials, a lot of past questions out there. There's past message, there's iMedics, there is eMedica, and a lot of them. There's Samson. So, but what I used was the initial one, because I did the exam twice, in all honesty. I did the September batch, I passed, but I had band 2, and it gave me a slot in Scotland. I didn't want to move to Scotland, so I left the score and wrote another exam in January, and now scored very high, and then subsequently got my first desired in England here. So guys, What did I use and prepare? In the first one, the first exam that I had only band 2. My problem was that I didn't start preparing on time. I prepared the exam with 2 to 3 weeks. I was even surprised that I passed it. But obviously, you can see the score wasn't good enough. So one of the things I'll tell you is that if you want to write the GP training exam, start preparation on time. See, it's the general practice is like every part of human body you're going to study. So it's got a broad curriculum. So I encourage you to start preparation on time. If you prepare early, score well. Guys, you don't need to do anybody. You don't need to go and beg for slot. Your slot will come where you want it, but you need to score very high. So the MSRA exam is a kind of a multiple choice question that have 2 sections: the clinical questions and the situation judgment test, the AJT. AJTs are usually more difficult, but if you understand the principles, you should be able to get through it. And if you're able to get a band 3, or even band 2, you should be able to get a training. If you get band 3, band 4, honestly, you get your first choice. I'm sure of that. But band 2, band 3, you may get, but that may not be your first choice. So how I prepared? How did I prepare for this exam? I prepared for this exam using the iMedics. Okay, the iMedics is free. The subscription is free. Just go online and subscribe for 1 year for free. But one month to the exam, I use Samson Clinicals, but I use iMedics and Past Medicine when more preparing for clinical. I prefer the iMedics because it was a bit easier for me. Past Medicine was a bit bulky, so I used iMedics at the initial time, then still used part of Past Medicine in my studies, and then did my Samson to do the clinical mocks. I didn't touch the Samson SJT because there are some controversies there. So I dealt more with the Past Medicine SJT and the iMedics SJT. So guys, that was what helped me. And I did score very high and I got my test. You know what test is? I will make another video on test areas and all that, why they are called test area. And I'll be sharing with you live updates on how it is to train in one of the test area and where I am training. But those videos will definitely come when I have started the training. For now, let's get to the bridge first. So that was how I passed my my test, and on the very first day they started giving offer. I got my offer and I've been doing the whole process. So it's been fun to ride with. So I want you to know that that's one of your options in the UK. If you come into the UK, one of your options is going into the GP training, one of your options surgical training, pediatric training, every form of training. But guys, the training in UK is everything about education in UK is very, very lovely, and though challenging, not like it's lovely that it's rice and beans, but it's something you can look into exploring. Don't just come into the system and only be interested in money. Also get big interest in developing yourself, and I think you should be happy with yourself. So guys, that's what's up with me. I'm not going back to Nigeria. No, we die here. So guys, so this is how it's been for me, and God has really helped me. And this is my career progress. It's a progress I dedicate to God. I dedicate to working hard, being visionary and remaining focused. And this is my encouragement for every doctor out there, or everyone out there who is chasing their dreams. Some days are tough, some days are very rough, some days you even doubt yourselves, some days you doubt your decision. But one thing you should never do, the last thing that should be in your mind, is giving up. Keep doing it, taking it one day at a time, and you will be fine. This video is getting so long. Once again, thank you so much for coming across my channel. If this video was useful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and activate your notification bell so you can always get my video. And please do share this video, okay? It encourages me a lot. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.